Rachel, do you have our roll call?
I do.
All right, thank you. Are there any comments or correspondence?
Nothing from me.
Nothing. Any public appearances?
Nobody signed up.
All right. Moving right along to a reading and approval of our minutes from our last board meeting, the special village board meeting on March 2nd, 2026.
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
Bob, you said the second? Okay.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any conversation or questions on those minutes? All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes are approved. We do not have any licenses to approve this evening, so moving on to report of our DPW director.
Reports in the packet if you have any questions.
Any questions for Rick?
Good job, dude.
All right, moving on to parks and facilities, Mike?
I got just a few minutes. I would like to talk about the library. Just give a status update of what we've been working on.
Awesome.
So we've been, the HVAC at the library at the end of their serviceable life. And we've been talking about that with everybody here a little bit. And yeah, it's getting bad. The roof and the HVAC. The past year we've been working on different solutions to keep the system running. Past couple of years really. And All Pro, our current HVAC maintenance contractor, has been working on some solutions. And we had them do an Omnia bid, which is like a sourcing group used by schools, state and local governments, to facilitate buying power based on local projects that have gone through the RFP process. So All Pro gave us a bid for that. It all started out with just a couple of rooftop units, a pretty simple project or a basic thing. And as time went on, the EPA changed the refrigerant requirements. We had a humidifier go, because of the refrigerant requirements, we have to change the whole air handler in the basement. So the Omnia thing kind of grew and grew and grew to a lot of things now. So, and Bob has come along in the process with a lot of his wisdom and experience in this, and he's helping us out. So now we're going to go on the route of hiring an engineer to figure out make a working set of drawings, and we'll put it for public bid. That's what we're working on now, is that direction. So we're kind of changing directions from the Omnia project. So we're waiting on some bids from the engineer basically, and that's about it. It's probably a little more expensive because of the EPA requirement for the R54B, the refrigerant. It's flammable, so we have to change the air handlers in the basement, which is a huge project. So, and that wasn't a thing till this year, basically. So, Bob, I don't know if you want to add something. Bob, we've had meetings about this.
Yep. No, I brought along copies for the board tonight for the structural and building envelope survey and HVAC engineering. So I've got them all with me tonight that I'll hand out.
Okay.
We get to that discussion.
Any questions? We're just kind of in the middle of it all, but we're full steam ahead. So if there's any questions, let me know.
I have a question, President.
Absolutely.
Switching subjects. Talk to me about getting a roof over the ice rink. Just give me your thoughts on that.
I think it would be a year-round beautiful thing for Waterford. Farmers markets, food truck Mondays. Wouldn't have to really cancel the rink for anything. Because the sun is really what does the rink in, not really the temperature. It's the sun and the rain, and the rooftop would do that. I do have some prices I've been kind of bringing up a little bit and getting them refurbished. I have a group that's interested in putting a lot of money together, so.
What group is that?
Well, I don't know if I should say yet.
Oh, fair enough.
It's pretty obvious, but.
No, we need it. I mean,
Yeah.
I got like 1 month left on this board, so I'm gonna throw some stuff out.
Yeah.
I'd really love to see a roof over the ice rink. I think it would benefit us year round. And I just like your opinion, and you can be as, whatever.
Yeah, well, this year we closed it 2 weeks early because the sun hit it and it was 64 degrees. We could have skated right through that basically with the roof on there. So. And the rain killed it. It's just, I found some solutions. I have different pricing for different buildings that we could take a look at if we wanna go that direction. That would, from a possibility of $150,000 up to $1 million. But the lower price ones are pretty cool. Jessica lives near Bristol, and they have the same building that I actually priced before I seen it. I went down, they have like this beer garden in their pavilion down there, under there, they have an ice rink, and they change it over really quick to a beer garden. They have a big St. Patrick's thing, I guess, down there, but it's a really cool building, and it's on the cheaper side of the, less expensive. It's a real easy, simple building to build. It's a kit, and they dressed it up really nice. It's, I think it would fit in our park perfectly, so. I have a bunch of pictures and stuff if you guys are all ever interested in
Can
seeing.
you, give that to the board, please?
What's that?
Can
Yeah.
you share that information?
Yeah, I was planning on eventually doing it to Public Works once, there's really no budget money for it, so I guess it's just kind of an idea at this point, but,
I got a month left, let's do it.
let's do it. I'm with you, I appreciate it. So, any other questions?
Well, definitely, everybody behind you can't see it, but I see your eyes light up at the idea of this.
Yeah.
You see his eyes?
Yeah, no,
Flashing,
it's-
like,
yeah.
like that smile too, I mean, if they could see that. In transparency, you and I have discussed it the last
Yep.
month or so a little bit.
Sure.
Not in depth, but discussing ways to.
Yeah, I had no idea, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
It'd be a great idea. I think it's
Yeah,
something to talk about. I did, not that people were upset, but, the brink closed, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah,
Well,
yep, yep.
I mean, and it's not in our control. The weather has been very up and down, so it's hard to do that with 60 and today 71 degrees.
Yeah.
Hard to do that without covering.
I think year round, we could do a lot with that.
Okay.
That would change things greatly. So.
I think that's a great conversation to have. Any other questions for Mike?
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, we can move right along. There are no other reports out of that group at this time. No confirmation. Oh yes, library, I'm sorry. I apologize, Jessica. Get that listed on there.
Thank you to Bob and Mike for meeting at the library with, regarding the HVAC and the roof. It's been a very big learning experience for me, and I really appreciate all of your time. It's been really helpful. Okay, so in February of 2026, 3,994 people visited the library. That's as compared to 3,333 last February, so our visits are up. 57 new people got library cards this month. 1,143 people attended 41 programs at the library this month. A couple things we've been working on. We just hosted a bargain bag sale on February 27th and 28th. It was really popular, and the Friends of the Library raised $1,000, which was exciting. We're going to do that again. We're going to do it several times a year moving forward. We also hosted a sleep and stress program, which we partnered with the local Pro Health, the new Pro Health in Waterford, and they're amazing, and we have plans to partner with them moving forward as well for other free health programs. I wanted to mention that one of our staff members has started offering a new program called Shared Spaces, which is a program geared for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. This has been wildly popular. We are getting calls from everyone, all different groups around the area as well as individuals. We had 34 people attend in February, and it's to the point where we might have to add another time period because so many individuals are needing this kind of programming in our area. I went in February to Library Legislative Day in Madison, which was a really exciting experience for me, and it was a great time for me to sort of advocate for the library, advocate for Waterford, talk a little bit about what our community is asking of us and how thank them for their support and also ask for further funding moving forward. And then I just wanted to mention that February is the month that the library submits their 2025 annual report to the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction, which is a little bit like giving birth. Okay, that's all. Any questions?
That painful?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jessica. All right, moving along to report of some of our standing committees. Waterford Area Chamber of Commerce, I see Donna, Pastor Conrad, President Ashley. Sorry, that microphone is,
That's fine.
I saw you.
All right, you get me. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this gorgeous day. All right, let's see. I have some chamber events I want to remind you of and a new one I'm very excited about. So educational programming we're going to be learning about AI and how to use it as a small business. That is March 18th at Bruno's at 8:30 in the morning. Please sign up, tickets are online. We have a after hours meet and greet with our police chief O'Neill and library director Jessica this Wednesday at 5:30 at Scungilli's. That's free to attend and it runs till 7:30. We'll be providing some very delicious appetizers. I hear Dana has some very exciting food options planned for us. On March 25th at 8 a.m. at Bruno's, we're doing a business roundtable open forum with the police department to talk about any concerns business owners may have for the community or within the community and safety and stuff like that. We did our first Fridays in Waterford this past Friday. It was very exciting. It encouraged people to hang out on our main street. I hope as it starts to warm up, more and more people will come out. So the next one will be Friday, April 3rd. The newest program we have coming is going to be Coffee with Government Leaders. It is April 15th at 8 a.m. and I'm very excited. Ralph Malicki has agreed to be our guest speaker for the first one. So stay tuned for that. And then marketing, we had a total reach of almost 300,000 views. It's nothing crazy this month. Thank you.
Any questions? All right, thanks, Donna. Down to Central Racine County Board of Health. Tammy.
Tax season can be stressful. They have VITA that offers free tax prep and e-filing with IRS certified volunteers. So you can go to Racine Public Health for more information on that. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. So schedule your appointments to have that checked. And this week is National Groundwater Awareness Week. You can learn more at nationalgroundwaterassociation.com. I think that's all. Oh, one more thing. They started a new app on how to stay nourished on any budget. So you can go to racinepublichealth.com for information on that.
All right, thank you, Tammy. Moving along, Western Racine County Sewage District, Pat?
Yeah, I think we're gonna transition over to Carl for that, because I actually serve on that board now, I thought it'd be better, Carl is independent on that, so.
All right.
I guess going forward into the day, I think that's Carl's, going forward.
Okay, thank you. And back to Library Board, Tammy?
The library's new website is now live, so if you haven't checked it out, please go do so. It's more user-friendly and more beautiful. As we discussed with the Chamber and Jessica, she will be having a meet and greet at Scanelli's this Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30. And she's been working close with Mike and Bob on the HVAC and roof plans. That's all I've got.
All right, thank you. WWMD, Mr. Strasser? Carl? How are you?
Good evening, board members. Sorry I haven't been here for a few meetings. Had work travel lining up with meetings, but I soon retire, so that'll be out. Anyway, sharing some highlights from the February meeting. The WWMD obtained a 5-year weed harvesting permit from the DNR for ongoing seasonal weed cutting during the spring and summer months. Weed cutting planned to start mid-May. The town water patrol will deploy a police jet ski to coincide with the regular police boat patrolling this summer. The WWMD advised the village launch pier project construction is scheduled to start this month.
Tomorrow.
Excellent.
Yep.
The WWMD continues to work with the village, town, and county on visions for the DeGrave Quarry, and the importance of securing grants and/or state funding in the future. The WWMD is formally engaged with Baxter Woodman Consultants for engineering for possible drawdown dredging program. This is something in the infancy stages now, but it looks like we're going to hire on with Baxter Woodman to look at mechanical dredging to get rid of the silt. It looks like to be a most economical method to do it, and riparian owners, I think, would be excited at something a little more economical. A few points to share about the dredging. As I mentioned, the drawdown dredging will be for mechanical removal of the silt with excavators and that type of thing. The WWMD is looking for a special riparian owner meeting in April to revise the fiscal year budget for consulting fees for the engineering. We're gonna start with the consulting. Program would probably be a year or two out from starting actual dredging. The DNR dredging permit has not been applied for yet. The permit application will start with Baxter Woodman's Engineering Services to go for that permit. The WWMD does have a DNR drawdown order, but it expired in '28 and they're in process of renewing this order. And with that being said, the WWMD is looking at a possibility of doing a drawdown this fall, winter for riparian owners to clean up their shorelines and do their own dredging. So this wouldn't be part of the actual dredging that the WWMD would pay for, with hopefully some grants and other things. This would just be for riparian owners. And finally, Alyssa from the Village Public Works Committee advised me last month about a special launch permit for one-time in-out fee, $10, that was established last year for riparian owners, and that it would be in effect again this year. I advised the WWMD about it, and they're going to put it on their website and any upcoming newsletters. That's it.
Excellent. Any questions for Carl?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Cheers.
Thanks, Carl.
All right, moving on to our agenda for